thank you all for being here. We have an awesome panel. Keely and I are just concerned citizens. We put this group together. We were originally called Safety in Santa Cruz. We think Better Santa Cruz is a better reflection, and our goal is to give stakeholders and the broader community a place at the table with the people that are guiding the decisions that are affecting the community. So this panel is amazing. I'm honored that you guys all showed up, and we're looking forward to a productive discussion. This event is only about housing affordability. There's so many issues that will be brought up in this, and we would like to address those at other times. So let's set the stage on the situation we face here in Santa Cruz and find out, if you work here, should you be able to afford to live here? That's kind of where we are.
So let's explore the situation that we're facing. Santa Cruz is the most unaffordable place to live as a renter, according to a recent San Francisco Chronicle article. We just surpassed San Francisco as being the most unaffordable for renters. For buying as well, with a median sale price of $1.16 million just last month, that will cost approximately $7,400 per month, not to mention your down payment as well. So for rentals here, the 2-bedroom rental price is about $3,300 per month, and keep in mind the median household income is $104,000. So I think with that we can agree that market rate seems out of reach for most working class people, with the consideration that you need to earn $63 per hour to afford a 2-bedroom rental when the average renter's wage is $22 an hour. Is there a solution other than subsidized supply of rental housing? Will building more really alleviate the burden? So when we look at these numbers, they just don't seem to work. Let's explore what housing affordability means, what solutions are we missing, and we want to explore the types of housing options and what could we change to improve the current situation. Should we consider communal housing options, maybe like repurposing commercial properties for residential use? What would that look like, considering all the red tape that we currently have? What about subsidies? Should we increase supply, townhomes, condos, apartments, or are there other solutions that are not currently in the discussion? We also want to make sure that we recognize that housing unaffordability affects the entire community. We have a large population of homeless, and according to the statistics, a fair portion of them are currently working. They just cannot afford shelter. So for anyone, the cost of living is high and many folks live very tight. So a medical issue or life event could mean losing your housing or going into debt. You don't need to raise your hands, but ask yourself, is there a situation or a time in your life where you had to make a decision of going to the doctor or foregoing some type of treatment because it was expensive? Decisions like that have ripples in a community's overall health. So here we are. If housing affordability affects a community's health, what would an ideal affordable housing cost look like? Are our current options creating a failing cycle? Consider the amount of wealth a homeowner has in comparison to a renter. Does the current affordability show a path to home ownership for renters, given the math? How are we trying to bridge this gap? What's working, what's lacking, and what can we change? So let's turn to our panel at this time so they can answer every single one of these questions. Let's just take a moment in case we're not all familiar. If you could please go down the line and introduce yourself and what you do in our community currently.
I'm Evan Morrison, Executive Director of the Free Guide. I've been working with people who are homeless in this community since 2017, and the Free Guide is probably the newest homeless services agency in the county.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Robert Ratner. I'm the Director of the Housing for Health Division in the County of Santa Cruz Human Services Department, and look forward to the discussion.
I'm Manu, your 1st District County Supervisor. For those of you who don't know, the 1st District is right here in the middle of the county. We're actually in it. And the county is effectively the largest city in Santa Cruz, which means that actually county supervisors, and particularly myself being in the middle of the county, have a huge amount of control over zoning and planning issues going to housing. Nice to see you all. I know there's a lot of you that are also experts in housing tonight. Thanks for coming on.
Hi, my name is Alfaro. I'm a development manager with Workbench. Previously, I was with Penn Housing as a project manager, where I worked on the development and rehabilitation of 700 units of affordable housing in Monterey, Santa Cruz, San Mateo, and Santa Clara County, 400 of those in Santa Cruz County. And I'm also a Viva Santa Cruz Yumpie, shout out. And I'm also with Affordable Housing now.
Thanks. My name is Don Lane, and Right now, my only work is that I teach a class on homelessness at UC Santa Cruz. But as a volunteer, I do a lot of other work associated with housing and homelessness. I helped found Housing Santa Cruz County, which is a broad-based affordable housing advocacy group in Santa Cruz. I'm on the board of directors of Housing Matters, the largest homeless services agency in the county, and I have been at times on the Santa Cruz City Council.